Well, we're back in the wine room. Tonight's actually going to be two updates, which I originally intended this to be our blueberry cheesecake. It's not. This is our small batch Booberry, which is intended to be released around Halloween this year. So we're going to go ahead and pop the top off, get a gravity reading. This one started out at 1.085, so potential ABV of about 11%, nothing too crazy. And if I remember correctly, this one was I used 3 pounds of Wyman wild blueberries. We're gonna dive down underneath that and see what we're sitting at. So let's get underneath. Still a little cloudy, so I guarantee fermentation is not done. Yeah, when you get these wild blueberries, it's really easy to get one of those tiny little buggers stuck in your baster here. And the one thing you do not want to do, if you've already submerged your baster, is squeeze the bulb while it's underneath the fluid. Do not want to do that. 1.036. So I'm gonna make a note. This was started on April 19th. It's now April 27th. Didn't burn through as much as I normally would, but this could be a slower fermentation. That's perfectly fine. This is my first reading on it. So we're at, what did I say? 1.036. I'm gonna add a 1/4 teaspoon of fermento, like I normally do. Give it a stir and put it back. So first I'm gonna pour my sample back in gently, nice and gentle. All right, so now we need a 1/4 teaspoon of fermento. Give it a nice little stir, and we'll put it back up and let it ride for about another week. Now, if I know anything, this is gonna fizz. Like, this is gonna fizz probably as soon as I start stirring it, because that could cause nucleation sites, which can cause CO2 to come out of suspension. But let's give it a gentle stir. Really get that down in there. And we're also, like always, kind of degassing. And there starts coming the fizzing. Just hope this doesn't bubble over. Oh yeah, now it's really coming. Put the lid back on. Put our airlock back on. Wait for positive pressure. There she goes. So now we're going to put this back, let it sit for another couple of weeks, and take a reading on it, probably about 2 weeks, see where we're at. Hopefully we've gone dry and we're at 11% alcohol by volume. Not quite as far as I would hoped it would be, but yet again, this is just a week and a day old. So now we're going to move on this. Now you probably can't see it. There's some stuff floating in there. There's some floaties in there. What is that? Well, firstly, this is our Viking Blood Black Label. And what makes it Black Label? Well, this was fermented with tart cherry juice with dark sweet cherries, whole fruit, and then after primary, this has already been racked into secondary. When we racked into secondary, we added 1 cinnamon stick, 1 clove, and 10 allspice berries to give it, because this is supposed to be more of a Christmassy kind of spiced mead. I can tell you, I took a taste of it earlier today. It's not bad, but I think I'm gonna let the spices sit for, I don't know, a week maybe. Oh man, get a punch of cinnamon and some clove and allspice. Blend it in with that cherry note. It's well balanced, but I need to keep an eye on it, making sure I don't overdo the extraction of the spices. So we'll keep an update with this, but I just want to let you guys know, give you an update on that. But this was originally going to be a 2-part, but I wanted to give a little update on the Viking Blood Black Label. But now we're going to move on. Well, first I have to re-sanitize everything. This is our Razzle Dazzle Raspberry Black Label. So we're going to get a reading on the Razzle Dazzle Raspberry Black Label, and that'll wrap up tonight in the wine room. And let's spin you around and take a gander at what we got going on over there. So this has been in primary fermentation for about 12 days. I guess probably really soon to be doing a reading on it. I still have plenty of activity in my airlock, but I just want to see how things are going. So we got to use our extra long turkey baster. This was the first batch I did not using Lalvin yeast. This one I actually use Mangrove Jack's MO5. Technically is a mead yeast. I don't think they're gonna notice. I'm not even floating yet. Whoa. Looks like we're sitting at 1.012. I'll have to do some calculations with the calculator to see what that's coming up to, but I don't think we need to add any nutrient. I think we just need to let it ride. So I'm gonna put my sample back in, do some math, and here in a split second, you're gonna see me sitting down at the table telling you that the ABV of this wine is 12.8%. Now, I think Mangrove Jack's MO5 is a alcohol tolerance of 18%, so it could still keep going. And it looks like our Booberry is sitting at 6.5%. So we already put another quarter teaspoon of Fermento, stirred, degassed. But like I said, I don't know. I think Mangrove Jack's MO5 is a slow fermentation. I can't be 100% on that, but I think that's what I read. They're still trucking along, and I'll give you guys an update after a little bit. So until then, I'll see you next time.